Welcome to the second video on my two-part series about what is Hobonichi and kind of the main characteristics of their planners and the brand. So in the previous video I went over the main planner, the Hobonichi Original A6 in Japanese. I explained the main features of this planner and why I like it. I also went over the English version and the A5 Avec version, which is a year in 2 books. In this video, I'm going to go over the main features of the Hobonichi Weeks and the Hobonichi 5-year techo. In the first videos of this two-part series, I explained that Hobonichi Techo is a planner created by the staff members of the website Hobonikan Itoi Shimbun, which is shortened as Hobonichi. And Techo is a Japanese word for a planner. So this is basically the planner by the website Hobonikan Itoi Shimbun. And the weeks version comes, I think this one is the one that has more options for designs. It can be purchased in the regular size. There's also the Wix Mega, which has in the end, I think hundreds of extra blank pages for notes. And there's also, I think, the sneakers version, which has like a very soft cover and bendy and is slightly shorter than this one, but for me, in my case, this is the only one I've purchased, and I can say overall it was a good planner. So one of the main features I can point about this planner is that I think is the most easy to carry and the lightest of them all. Even though these ones are not that big, this one, it fits in the back pocket of my jeans. So when I used it at the end of the year for meal planning, I just carried it in my jeans. And it's super lightweight, it fits anywhere in most purses. So if you're looking for a planner that you want to take with you everywhere and fits in most bags, this may be the best option. The planner has this, at least this one has this cover, which is kind of very flexible, but at the same time very sturdy. I had it the whole year, well, most of the year, because at first I had the plastic cover on cover, but I like feeling the texture of the planner. So for most of the year I had it like this, and I think it held up pretty well. It just has some stains here, but it's not that big a deal. I think it shows time very nicely. It has the hobo paper in here. All the Wix planners come with a clear pocket that you can stick anywhere. You can put it here, or in the back, wherever you want, or you cannot use it. I decided to put it here because when I had the plastic cover on cover, it had some pockets in here. Then there's the presentation page. This one is torn because my toddler was playing with my planner. And when you open it, you have the current calendar, the previous year, and the coming year. Then we have this kind of calendar where you have the 12 months of the year, 2019, and then you have the 31 days of the month, which not all months have. And you have in red all Sundays, and in dark gray the Saturdays, which is the same as in this one. You also have a Japanese sign, I'm guessing for the day of the week. I'm not sure, I don't read Japanese. And then you have this space on top for writing something. I've seen some people use this kind of calendar for weight tracking, or for expenses, or for savings, things like that, because these squares are not big enough to really write anything. That's why I only used the first half of the year with some expense tracking, and then I decided it wasn't that useful for me. Then you have the monthlies. Let me find a blank page here. So in the monthlies, you have the 7 days of the week, January, the current year, and then you have this space for notes. You have very small in here, I don't know how easy to see it is, the number of the week. So this one is a 2019 planner. It goes from, I think, November of the previous year. No, December of the previous year. So December 2018 till December 2019. And like most Hobonichi planners, it gives you 3 extra months for future planning. So in this case, this one also has January, February, and March of this current year, which I didn't use. And like I was saying, so you have here the week number in the year. This is very, like in some of my jobs, this has been very useful because they do shifts by the week number in the year. You also have this space for notes, this here, and you have these little squares, I guess for tasks, to-dos, goals, things like that. Like all Hobonichi planners, you also have the phases of the moons. And this is the monthly, then you finish the monthlies and you go on to the weeklies. Let me find here. So the weeklies, you have, again, the 7 days of the week. You have the day, the name of the, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You have the moon phases and some Japanese writing. You also have the Japanese quotes below. You have, I don't know how visible it is. Let me see. Okay, these very, very light dots that can be used to make either 3 columns or 2. So this is meant to be very versatile. Some people use it like this. Some people use it like this. I rarely mark the lines here. And some people, like when they have to write more, they just continue on to the next side. In the blank page, the side blank page, they all have like week and blank page. You have a line that you can either use or ignore. And this part, I used it for notes. And all weekly planners have the 2 ribbons in here. They're so slim that I usually use them together. Also, unlike the original planner, the English version and the A5 version, the paper in this one is kind of like an ivory tone. It is also a Tomoe River paper, as you can see here. Oh well, here, like I did use the dots to do the lines. I did like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And this was for my shopping list. So once you finish the year, you have blank pages. Then these with abbreviations that you could use, like to be confirmed, TBC, CF for confer, at, example. So these are abbreviations that you can use to make this planner more functional. You have this index page where you can number your, well, they're already numbered, these ones. So you can write the page number and then what you have in that page. This I used for tracking expenses. As you can see, I wasn't very thorough with that. But they're basically all blank pages like this. This line I added it, they only come with this line. They're numbered, and this was very useful. I wish these ones had as many blank pages as this one, or at least a little bit more than 14 blank pages, because these can be very useful. And let me see if I can find an example or not. Yeah, I use this for tracking expenses. Well, I can show you this one. Let me see. So this, so I did expense tracking, and this was like for the last time I cut my hair. So I wrote the month, kind of the main things that will happen on the month. I left this for notes, and I wrote the days of the month. In red I have Sundays. And yeah, there are many blank pages, they are very useful. And at the end, like all Hobonichi planners, you have like these extra pages with, I think these are measures with the parts of your body. You have a ruler here. I don't know what was in the extra pages for the 2020 planner because I didn't get a 2020 version of the weeks. But if you go to the Hobonichi website, you can see all the beautiful design. I mean, their designs are so beautiful that I really wanted to get another one just for the design. They have some fabric ones that look super cute, but I knew I wasn't going to use it. So for my work planner this year, I got the Jibun Techo. So you have all these pages with measurements and things, and that's pretty much it. At the end you have, like, for your information, the serial number, this, and that's pretty much it for the weeks. Then we have the 5-year techo. So this one is not technically my planner. This 5-year techo comes in 2 sizes. It comes in the A6 size and in the A5 size. You have 5 years in here. This one I got it in 2019, so I have through 2023. And this one I got it for my son. I bought it when he turned 1 year old, and here I am tracking his first 5 years. This one also is the second one of the Hobonichi planners that has the ivory paper, and I'm looking for a page that I didn't fill out. So when you open it, you have this cardstock paper, you have the presentation page, and then you have the calendar for the 5 years that come in this planner. So this one goes from 2019 to 2023, and then you jump into the daily pages, and they come like this. You have 365 pages where they give you the different days of the months. I'm trying not to show things, anything I wrote, because this is my son's life. So you have the month, the day of the month, and you have, for example, August 15 for 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, and 23. And then you have this blank page, which I think is unique of this Hobonichi planner. There are other 5-year planners, but the ones I've seen, they don't have this blank page. Hobonichi, since they use the Tomoe River paper, this very light, kind of Bible-like paper, they can have this and then a blank page and not be too thick. In each page you have also their quotes. They don't have this one. I mean, the only English version is this one. That's why all the other planners have Japanese quotes. And I don't know if they have plans of translating in more versions of their planners. So here my 30, and this is pretty much it. Some people use this as a gratitude journal, to write something they're grateful for every day. Some people use it to write the highlights of the day, and then continue on to this side. The way I use it, I write my son's highlights. For the blank pages where I didn't have a chance to write something, I have to go back to my planners to fill them up, but most of them have something. And I already finished 2019 and I'm starting 2020. So like I was saying, I'm writing my son's highlights, and I'm using these blank pages for love letters. I use this space to write him lengthier letters to him, my thoughts. Sometimes I ask my husband to write something for him, or my mom, or my mother-in-law, or my brother, some family member to write something for him here. So I do have some letters from different family members on these blank pages. I also want to use this for making some paintings and drawing some art for him. And in some pages I have the lyrics of songs that I find meaningful and I want him to have in here. So this is a work in progress. I will keep updating you on how I'm filling this up as much as I can, because this is his information. And what I love is that in here I have his first steps, his first words, his first milestones, and it has been a wonderful experience filling this up. Once you finish, like here's a letter from one of the grandmas. Once you finish with these pages, then you have summary pages. I have to fill the one for 2019. So I'm thinking this is for writing the highlights of each year, and they have this bookmark section. So I'm guessing if something important happened, for example, on August 24th, you write the date and the year, so you or the person you're gifting this to can go back to that date. And yeah, like I guess this could serve as bookmark of things that very important that happen in a specific date. I'm still trying to figure out if I'm going to use this space, because at the end of the I'm calling them highlight pages. You have the remember this page. There are gifts, addresses, and you can in the gift you can put to or from. And here. So the reason I'm not sure if I'm going to add the bookmarks in these pages is because there's the list pages. So here the title is your firsts. So this is for his first words. So I'm going to put the page where he can find that. So his first words, his first steps, his first foods. So this is for all his first something. I'm still figuring out what other lists I'm going to make, but I think this will be a more easier to approach guide of where to find things in here. So I think this is wonderful they did this. I love these 8 lists that the planner gives you to mark important things inside the planner. Then I have no idea what this is. It's all in Japanese. I may cover this with drawing or something. Then there's personal notes, more the cardstock, and that's pretty much it. This cover, I'm still looking for a cover for this one. This can be purchased in a gift set that has a very beautiful cover, but it's kind of expensive and I didn't think it reflected my son's personality. I'm still looking for a cover for this. For now I have it like this because this is a very good cover. Even though I don't love it, this looks like a Bible. And I've had it this whole year just like that, and there are no stains, no scratches, no anything. I mean, this holds up very well. It's kind of like a faux leather. It's plastic, but yeah, it holds up very well. So those are the last 2 planners. One of the things that I also like a lot about the Hobonichi brand is the covers. Every year they release a new lineup of covers, and many people really look forward to their lineup release because they have very beautiful covers. This year I decided to get the antique handkerchief cover in the A6, and the way they come always is with 5 pockets for cards, You'll have this one. They'll also have this one, 2, and 3 here. You have some Japanese writing in here, the Hobonichi brand here, and a back cover. And I usually get the clear cover on cover to keep them from staining. This one, since it's a very dark color, I don't think it would stain that easily, so maybe later on I will take off the clear cover on cover to have some texture. So last year, one of the things I really like about the covers is that, for example, last year I got 2 for each of my planners. And that kind of gives you a feeling of starting fresh in the middle of the year. Last year, this was one of the covers I had. It's by the designer Makoto Kagoshima. And I loved this cover. I really enjoyed it. I was thinking about continue using it, but I really wanted the feeling of starting fresh with the new year, so I decided to get the Dashenka cover. But maybe in June or July I'll go back to this one because I really love it. And I also had it with a clear cover on cover, because as you can see here, I'm not sure how clear it is. It does stain a little bit, so I think the clear cover for these fabric ones, it does protect them. This one I had it for my creative journal. And I had, because with their lineup, they have their basic covers that are like different color combinations. And they have these, I don't know what to call these material, but last year had the matcha cover, which was green with green. And I gifted it to my brother this year because I also gave him one of these to try out. And I decided to get this antique handkerchief. I love the materials. This antique handkerchief for my personal planner, and the Dashenka cover for my creative journal. These clear covers are not expensive. They're like, I think, maybe $6 or something like that. But I think it's worth it because it really protects your cover. So this Dashenka cover has the same amount of pockets. They all have the same. The only ones that are different are the zipper covers, which have these 2 little pockets here. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets. They have this one over here where you can add, where is it? Something like this, and it will be facing you. Unlike these ones, where if you want to have this here, you have to put it like this, and you have the notebook with the back facing towards you. And I don't like it. Maybe I'm nitpicky, but I like having it like this. This is my travel cover because I can fit my passport. This is another pocket. These are 2 pockets, and it has this folio, wonderful folio pocket in the back. And this was also a very fun cover. So this was last year when I told you I had 2 covers. With my planner, I started with the matcha cover, and then I switched to this one. And now I have it for travel because I can fit everything here. Here I put my flight ticket, and then I can have here my passport and my son's passport, and I can have my planner here. So this is very useful. And you can close it so it keeps everything. I think it's safer than having it here even with the pen inside. This one is a gift because this year I gave one of these to my mom last year. She loved it, and she asked me to get her a new one, like I said before. So I got her a new cover. And as I was saying, the decorative cover on covers don't have the pocket that allows you to access this. So they don't have this. Usually I don't mind it because I rarely use this back pocket. I feel like if I put a lot of things in here, it will get very loose. So when I had the matcha cover with another decorated cover, I never minded having this closed. So they can go like this. All planners have their 2 ribbons, which I usually just leave hanging, and they have their Hobonichi here and in the back cover, in the plastic cover. And they all come with this kind of wrap paper that I always save so I can keep them clean when I store them. Like this. And this one, they also come with their wrapping paper, I guess, like this. So all of these are gifts that I am about to give away. Another very fun thing about Hobonichi is their accessories. Their accessories in the website is for me a rabbit hole because I always want to get everything they have. So some of the accessories I have are these weekly calendar that I usually have with my personal planner. These I use for meal planning. So wait, let me show you this properly. Well, this is another accessory and it doesn't come with this. So this is the weekly calendar. You can purchase it in the accessories section in the website. It is slightly smaller than the A6 planner. They always come with this green cardstock cover. So you have the current year and then you have your weeklies. They all look like this. You have 3 squares for, I guess, tasks, the month, the year, the week number. So April 4th, this week is the 15th week in the year. You have your monthly calendar marking in which week in the month you are. And then you have these times that go from 6 a.m. through 3 a.m. The columns are so narrow that I don't really use these for tasks or these for times because I prefer using these for my tasks and for appointments. So I use these for meal planning. You can see here I added the names of the days, my priorities, and with this stencil I have what I'm reading, in what page I am, my meals for the day, and my shopping list. So I use this for things that for example, I take this to the supermarket. So this is today's menu and my shopping list for the day. And I really like this because instead of taking all these to the supermarket, I can just take it out and take this. I also got from the accessories section these kind of folders that come in a 3-pack. So here's one, here's another one I use because these are pages from previous planners that have things that I think that are important for me. So I put them here and I have them here with my creative journal. So there's one folder, the second folder, and the third one, I have it here with my work planner. And in here I have some stickers to mark special dates. These are also from the Hobonichi accessories from their website. Oops. Those are the 3 folders that you can buy. They come like in sets of 3. They have them for the A6 size and for the A5. This one, I decided to use it because I didn't like having this here. I think it's uncomfortable to write like this. And I don't like covering this. I like being able to see this side. And I didn't like it in the back either. Because this is something, this is something that I like to remove very easily. I prefer just writing like this and being able to take this off and put it in my purse if I have a smaller purse. So I wanted to have this very accessible and easy to pull. So this didn't work for me either. So I decided to use one of these folders. I have this old ticket that I have here to protect this as much as I can. I have a very sturdy, this is a very hard clip, it holds very well. And then I add it here, so like so. There. Like this. So this way, oh, I took both sides. This way I can just add this here with these stickers. Like so. There. So it holds up pretty well. I rarely put my pen through both loops, and I have had this in my backpack, and it hasn't come off, even though this is very easy to remove. So it holds very well, but at the same time it's very easy to remove. And I really like how this turned out. So like this, and I have my Hagrid magnet bookmark in here. So this is how I use it. These are also Hobonichi accessories. I think they have 5 different stencils, so I have 3. And I have to say I use them every day, multiple times in a day. I really like to use them, especially these ones. I'm thinking about getting another one of these one. I use it a lot for my tasks. So I have it like this. This is also another accessory, Hobonichi accessory. So they have, every year, they have, those are called pencil boards. I'm looking for the one I have from previous years, but I can't find it. Well, so every year they release different pencil boards. Last year, so they have like just like their covers, they have the ones with their different colors. So with the pencil boards, last year it was blue and yellow. This year they call it dark gray and pink. But their dark gray looks more like brown to me. And they also have every year like a special design for the pencil board. This is from last year, but they still have it in the website. And I love this one. It makes me super happy to open my planner and see this yes sign. And it matches my weekly thing, and I think it goes very well. And this year, their, I guess, feature special pencil board has the Shenka. And I love it. I'm still looking for the translation of their story, because this real kind of like book cover, I think is super cute. So I was telling you, this is the other stencil that I have, and I always have it with my work planner, because these squares work great to mark my tasks. and the Jibun Techo stencil doesn't have them, at least not the one I have. So I have these like this, and I mix and match in here. That's the wonderful thing about all these pockets. So I also have these Moleskin stickers that are like activity stickers, and then letters, the alphabet. I have this like this. I used to have one of these, so this is another Hobonichi accessory that I have. You can, if the notes pages in the back of the Hobonichi are not enough for you, you can buy the 3-pack notebooks. So there's this. I bought it, but I didn't find much use to this. So when I had the clear cover on this one, I had it on the cover here to close this up like so. But I like being able, I don't know, I never used it. It also works for this one. They have 2 sizes. They have for the A6 planner and for the A5. So this fits perfectly in this back pocket. And you can use it also to close your planner if you don't want to use both pen loops. But I never use it. Oh, also the Wix comes with this map of the railway map in Tokyo, I think. They all come with this. Well, at least that's what I think, because I didn't get one for 2020. I'm guessing they also come with this. So every year when you purchase one of their planners from their website, from the Hobonichi website, they always come in a box. Every year is a different color. 2019 it was orange. 2020 was like a lime green. And every year they come with, when you purchase your planner through the site, they come with a pen. Every year is different. So this was 2019, this is 2020. And aside from that, they're essentially the same. Some people don't like them. I love these pens. I think they're 0.5, so they're very fine pens. The ink, I think, is very good ink. It looks great on the planners, and I really love using them. I actually buy new refills for them because I really like them, and I'm thinking about collecting them. And also, there's, when you order from the Hobonichi website, there's a little extra gift. In 2019, it was a little bear paperweight, which I love. I have about 3 or 4 of these. Well, no, 3, because I gifted one to my mom. They call it the not scary bear. It says Hobonichi in its bum, and I love them. I love having it in my desk. This year I don't have it with me right now, but since for 2020 I'm only using one Hobonichi planner, which is this one. I only have one set, and I don't know where I left it. The gift for this year was a card game. It's in Japanese. I don't know what it says or how to play it. I'm thinking about making some art with it, or some craft, maybe bookmarks or something. I don't know. I'm still thinking about how to use them. So there's that. I talked about the different planners, the covers, the accessories. If you're curious about the brand, I would say feel free to try them. They're super fun to work with. I hope this video was useful for you. If you have questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. If you like the video, go ahead and give a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content similar to this, go ahead and subscribe. Have a good day. Bye bye.